Hello, everyone. It's Gavin from Sunrise. And having spent the last few months traveling around China, I thought it would be helpful to share some key takeaways that we have about what's happening on the ground and what that might mean for universities as they plan for the year to come. First and foremost, the economy. And I'm very happy to say that the economy is doing better than I've seen it since 2019. We're seeing a great deal of optimism. And while there are still some challenges around the property market and certain industrial investment, we're seeing pockets of the economy that are incredibly important and vibrant. There's a concept now called chuhai, or going overseas. And we're seeing more Chinese companies take advantage of global opportunities. So, for example, in toys, we have Labubu, which I'm sure many of you are familiar of, or in games with Genshin Impact or Wukong, which both became massive global bestsellers. There is Unitree Robotics or DJI drones, which are finding pockets of success globally as well. You may have seen some TikTok videos. And there's even AI companies like DeepSeek and a number of others in video production, which are making a name for themselves. Now, this has the really interesting impact of all of a sudden Chinese companies, which previously focused mostly on the internal market, to instead turn their eyes abroad. And you can imagine what impact that has on the types of talent that they're now looking for. They're looking for more globally minded individuals, more sophisticated individuals that have international backgrounds. And which brings me to my second key takeaway, which is there is still a major desire to study abroad, whether it's because undergrads believe that the top institutions that they can get globally are going to set them ahead, or because of this true high trend, or because simply a longstanding sort of idea that it's good to have opportunities in global enterprises, there's still tremendous desire to enter those global programs. And enrollment in international schools has been picking up for the last couple of years after it declined during COVID. So lots of important success, which we believe is going to lead to more and more students studying abroad from China, and at least as it continues in the next couple of years. The third trend is a surprising amount of optimism about the US-China relationship specifically. This year, in April, actually just next month, Trump is going to be visiting China for an international exchange. And at the end of the year, Xi Jinping is scheduled to visit the United States as well, with a number of trade deals and other partnerships set to be announced during that time. So even though the world is in geopolitically in a tumultuous place, we're seeing a great deal of international exchange, and probably the calmest point of relations between the two countries over the past couple of years. So ultimately, between the true high trend, the desire to study abroad, and a ease in U.S.-China relations, we see a lot of reasons to be optimistic for 2026.